it's Nicole with another video. Today it's gonna be a Uber story time, like weird things that's happened to me in an Uber. It's kind of like bitch, what the fuck. But I wanted to say these two stories specifically because these are the ones that stand out to me the most anytime I think of like a Uber incident. Yeah, so here goes nothing. Well, let's start with the one where an Uber like tried to get at me, like an older guy. Mind you, okay, let me lay out the story for you. So at the time I was living with my dad, like 30 minutes away from where I was living with my mom. Whatever, I lived with him for a whole year. I went to another school for a year as well, and the school was kind of far from where I lived, so I would have to take Uber back home like after school. This one time I went in the Uber. The guy was like older. He was probably like 40 something, close to his 50s, I don't know. But it was an Uber pool and there was two people behind, like sitting in the back, so I sat in the front with this guy. Mind you, I was probably like 16, 17, I was pretty young. And the whole time in the ride, like he kept talking to me. It was normal, like, you know, some Ubers talk and some Ubers don't. And this one was very talkative. He kept talking to me, asking me like what I do. I told him I was a student. He asked me how old I was. I answered, I think I was like 16, 17, so I told him that. And then as we got closer to dropping off the two people in the back, he started to get weird. Like he kept looking at me, like he kept like sizing me like up and down, and like I don't know, I started to feel uncomfortable. And we got to the people's destination, the randoms. I have no idea who they were. They were tourists. And he drops them off, and then he starts like asking me like really personal questions, like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? I told him no. He's like, how could you not have a boyfriend? You're so beautiful, blah blah blah. Like he kept complimenting me, which like whatever, like thanks, you know, like I don't know. And then it just, like the closer we got to dropping me off, like it just got weirder and weirder and weirder. Like he just made me feel uncomfortable. And at one point he asked me, oh, do you have Instagram or like Facebook or whatever? And I'm like, no, I don't really use that type of stuff. And then he asked me for my number. I was like, no, like I don't give out my number like that. What the fuck, I don't know you, like you're double my age or like more, honestly, like what are you doing? So then he was like, oh, no way, like I want to get to know you, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm just there looking at him like 16 years old, like what the hell, I don't know how to handle this situation. So I kind of just sat in silence and like started going on my phone, because like what else am I gonna do in that moment? I don't know, I was young. Now looking back at it, I should have been like, no, like stop being weird, stop being a creep, like get the fuck out of my face. I don't know. And then I told him no. And then he asked like, oh, then give me your email. You have to have an email. And then at this point I was like, bro, here's my email. I gave him a fake email, like with my name, but a fake email. And like, I just gave it to him just so he could shut up. And then he just dropped me off. But I felt so uncomfortable, like, I just want to be from point A to B to where I need to be. You feel me? Like this, I should not be going through this. So that's story number one. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird that I had to be like feel that way in an Uber. It's just like, why? But whatever, I sent an email to Uber. I gave the guy like 1 star. If I could give him 0 and it count, I would. But I put an email to Uber saying like this guy was being really like kind of like harassing me, I guess. I don't like using that word because it sounds so dramatic, but I guess he was. And then I said in the email that I was 16 or 17, and they responded back like, oh, I'm sorry this happened, but you're not even of age to have the Uber account. And I was just like, fuck. So like my Uber got disabled and I had to email them back saying, no, it was my daughter that was in the Uber. She needed it urgently, blah, blah, blah. And they ended up responding like, oh, okay, that's fine. Send me a picture of your ID with like the front and back of your ID to see if you're of age. And at the time, I had a fake ID from like New York, and I sent them that and I got my Uber reopened. So it all worked out at the end, but like that guy, he needs to stay in his 50-year-old lane. Like, get the fuck away from me, weirdo, pedophile, ugh, grimy. But yeah, that's it. I decided to only tell one story because I feel like it's more appropriate to do the story separately, because then the video would be too long. But I wanted to say that if you ever feel uncomfortable or like you feel like you're in danger, text someone, call someone, let them know what's going on, share your live location, like do everything possible. Carry a pepper spray if you need to. Like, it's like, I don't know, I have one. I definitely recommend every girl, woman to get one, because it's not a fucking joke. Honestly, like, I know I'm saying it like, but like, it's not a joke. Anything could have happened to me or to anyone. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. But make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you could get a notification every time I post a video. I post every Wednesday and Friday, so stay on the lookout for my videos, and bye.